Well, yesterday we poured this concrete pad. I'm going to show you how we did it. Right here around the garage door, I'm going to consider this a pad. There's a lot of things going on. We got posts, we got rain pipes, we got sewer pipes going through here, we got the property line, we have those poles that are holding up steps. So there's a lot of things going on here. I'm going to show you what I do in a case like this. Rip this old sidewalk out. It was way down there. Right over there, which you can't see it, is a creek. But this is way too low for this area, and it's going in the garage. You can see where the water's pulling. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise this up as high as we can and have the water go away from the house so nothing goes down the cellar. Well, I came back here and the owner dug all the grass out. He put modified, he tamped it, and he formed it. So the only thing I'm doing is just kind of flatten it out and I'm going to float it, but I'm going to point out a couple things. Now, here's a couple things I'm going to point out. I'm going to show you in the next couple scenes about the key lock I put in. So I divide it all the time and I cement it. And all around the sides I put a seal. It's a little product that they make to go between the foundation and your plate. But I use it for concrete because I don't want the concrete touching there. Because once it touches there, it gets underneath the plastic. Also, they wrapped everything where the concrete's going to touch, because when concrete touches something, it holds on to it, and then that's when it's going to crack. So one of the good things about Form a Key, you can put your level on it, and you know exactly which way your water's going. Everything's pre-formed and you're done. So now it's all set. We're going to throw some cement under here to shore it up. Now when I put this stuff in, I put cement under it. What does that do? It keeps it from sinking, number one, and it keeps it from moving. So I'm running my screed across it. It's good. So right where these are, I put my little bit of cement right there. That'll hold that all together. Another thing, the rain gutter used to come right down and that's where all the water was. But if you went underneath the patio, the water comes out here and go down the trench into the grass. Now here's a situation where this is down low. They didn't know that there was another cap, so all we're going to do is put a plate over the top of it so if someone's walking or the snow blower, not going to trip over it. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Right. So this is a piece of flagstone. I'm going to cut a few pieces out. And I'm going to dig down here like this and put these around like this, and I have to cut this one right there. I'm going to mix a little bit of this rapid set, real fast rapid cement, the shinier it gets. Okay, put one on this side, put this side down. This is going to be our plate. Put it in there. Put that down even with the forms. So now we can just lift it up, reach down in there, take it off, and we're good. And no one's going to trip over it. Now you know I like to use gravel under all my concrete in northeastern Pennsylvania because the frost, it's like a railroad track. I've done that all before. Sometimes you can't use it. This was a big water. It was holding a lot of water. And the owner came, I told him put modified in here. This is modified. It's actually gravel with stone dust in it. See that? They come up with new fancy names for it. But what it does is it keeps the water out of here. So now he has, since he just put the modified in, he has no water problems down the cellar. Solved all his water problems. So I'll use gravel unless I'm having a water problem and I don't want the water going underneath the concrete. And in that case, I use modified. Right here. right there is good. When you're doing this, pour it a little wetter than usual because I'm the only guy doing this. So I gotta make sure I can get it in and at the same time have enough time to finish it. It's only 2.5 yards, but in summertime and there it is. This little trowel here is going to tell me if I'm high or low. Big pitch on this. See that? It's all flattened out. That's it. You got it. That's it. Well, as you can see, we poured it about 35 minutes ago and it started raining. Now, the weatherman came on this morning, told everybody they could pour concrete. Still raining. So I'm watching the weather. I got it flattened out and it's not too hard. If you got it flattened out good enough, you're safe. We just got to wait till this passes over and then I'm going to hit it again. Still a fine mist. But it says the clouds are gone over. I'm going to unseat this like this. It finally stopped raining. That's getting hard. But I kept the water off it and it was flat. So I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna win here, God willing. But you have to have a battle plan. When you're doing stuff like this, you have to have a battle plan. You always got to carry plastic with you. And you always got to be ready. I put this job off 3 times because of the rain. And finally when they said no rain, that's when it rained. So you always have to have a battle plan. Here's that little part there. See that? That's that little lid. I've seen that done in China. That's how they do it with stone. Well, that's it. I got it done between the raindrops and it's not going to rain for another 4 hours or so, so it's fine. By the time I was finishing, it was hard underneath and just a little bit soft on top. Perfect. But you got to plan jobs like this. Make sure you bring plastic. Make sure you bring extra boards. I got the ladder here. I could have got on there with walkers, but with it raining, how am I going to do that? Especially with the plastic on top. So a little thing, always be ready. So a few things about that job. That job was actually done last year, and since then there's no cracks in it because we put the seal around. Because once concrete touches something or holds on to something and holds on over here, that's when you get your cracks. Concrete's got to float. Since we put that modified in and it kept all the water away, we pitched the concrete away, all the rain gutters went away, you had no more water problems. That's 95% of the water problems in people's houses is the land is not pitched away and the rain gutters go right against the foundation. So thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next video.